What we want to do today is to take a look at a Band 9 writing in Task 1 of General IELTS Exam to see what a structure is used in order for you to learn it and get the same score. As you might know, IELTS writing is one of the skills that many candidates struggle with. The thing is that you try and get a 6 in the end, and you always wonder why. But is it impossible to get a high score in this skill? The answer is no. One thing that many candidates are not aware of is that as there are different question types in Task 1 and Task 2 of IELTS writing, you should follow a different paragraph structure in each, which is the key to a high score. What we want to do today is to take a look at one in Task 1 and analyze its structure on a very good sample answer. Before we get started, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel because it can help you with your English language and IELTS exam. And if you want to boost your score in IELTS writing, visit our website and register in our writing course. You can go to www.rossielts.com. Are you ready? Let's get started. So here's the question. You and your family are living in rented accommodation in an English-speaking country. You are not satisfied with the condition of some of the furniture. Write a letter to the landlord. In your letter, introduce yourself. Explain what is wrong with the furniture. Say what action you would like the landlord to take. So as you see here, we have a formal letter since it should be written to the landlord. Besides, there are 3 bullet points asking us for specific information that should be mentioned in the letter. When you see a question like this, the first thing after you have realized whether this is a formal or an informal letter is to think of the ideas that you want to elaborate on and the way you want to cover the bullet points. Okay, now we know that this is a formal letter. We should point out some specific information in order to cover the bullet points. What's next? Exactly, to think of the paragraph structure that we should follow. This is super important as the correct paragraph structure can mark you up. Now I will show you the paragraph structure that you should follow in a formal letter, and you'll see how simple it has always been, and only because of not knowing that you had been losing mark. So the structure is, first of all, in the beginning you say, "Dear Sir" or "Madam." Then you mention the purpose of the letter. For example, you say, "I am just writing with regard to." Then you talk about the first bullet point, the second bullet point, the third one, and finally, kind regards, comma, and your name. So let's see how we can write this writing following the structure that we just talked about. Dear Mr. Smith. So this is the very first part of the letter. We have used the last name of the landlord, but if you don't know who you are writing the letter to, you can simply say "Dear Sir" or "Dear Madam." Now we go on like this. I am writing with regard to the bad condition of some pieces of the furniture in the house my family and I have rented. So now we have started a new paragraph talking about the purpose of the letter. Remember, this is not a long paragraph and you only mention the reason why you are writing the letter. Now the next paragraph. I am your tenant from flat 3 on Riverside Street. We met each other when I signed the rental agreement in your office. As I had just moved to the country with my parents, we decided to rent the place you offered us as it was freshly renovated and spacious. From what I remember, there was a number of people who were interested in the place, but we got the house since we came to a compromise. So in this paragraph, as we should cover the first bullet point, we have only introduced ourselves. But as it is one paragraph and a paragraph shouldn't be too short, we have given some details about us and the day that we rented the house. Now the next paragraph. I have lived here for 6 months now, and I am writing to complain about some of the furniture. As you may remember, the dining table is in very poor condition and has uneven legs. It also does not match the dining chairs, as they are too low to be comfortable for a table of that height. When I first pointed this out to you, you agreed to provide a brand new dining set. However, you have not done so, and I would really like to resolve this matter as soon as possible. So as you see in this paragraph, which is the next paragraph, we are covering the second bullet point, which is about explaining what is wrong with the furniture. Please notice that we have dedicated one separate paragraph to this bullet point. And now the next paragraph. If it is more convenient for you, perhaps you could simply replace the table by finding one of a suitable height for the chairs. Besides that, a second option could be to send someone to fix it so that you would not have to pay a big amount of money on a new one. This would solve the problems without too much cost, so I hope you agree to these proposed solutions. So, in this paragraph, we are covering the last bullet point, which is asking about which action you would like the landlord to take. Once again, a separate paragraph is dedicated to this bullet point. And finally, we say, looking forward to hearing from you. Yours sincerely, Marnoush Hafi. Very well, guys. In this video, we took a look at a formal letter and learned in details how we should write it in order to get our desired result. You can also write your own writing, send it to our examiners, and get a comprehensive feedback on it, plus your score in each criteria. Take a look at the link we have put in the video description. Stay tuned for the next videos and see you very soon.
In this course, you will have a series of educational videos in which you will learn